What is up, everybody? Alright, I'm sorry, I was trying to drop this video yesterday, but the phone that I got a new phone, but the phone I usually have all the apps, and my video editor is the one that I'm using now, and it wasn't working, so I took it to a friend of mine, which owns a cell phone repair. He does mobile repair and stuff like that, and IT stuff, so he fixed my phone. Thank you to him, and now we can get this rolling. So, fragrance haul. All of these I got them from Marshalls and TJ Maxx, of course. Very, very underrated. Very great lasting fragrances. They don't get the credit that they deserve. Let me see what else. I fell in love with two of these fragrances that I'm gonna show you, and they're right there. That's why I keep looking over here. But okay, so the first one is Bois de Vetiver by Karl Lagerfeld. If you were looking for like a Dior type makeup lipstick, I'm sorry, not makeup, deep rich in vetiver, spicy, just a creamy, probably I would say a going out clubbing or something, even on a date fragrance. And I can see a woman pulling this off, but you won't get, it's not, you as a man, you can wear it. It's good, of course, it's a men's fragrance, but it is just, if you're into that like whole lipstick waxy vibe, and if you don't want to spend like something, put it this way, it kind of reminds me of, if you're familiar with this one, and it's vetiver too, it has vetiver, the Zara 9.0. It's in the same class, okay? But the difference is they're the same price. If you buy it from the rag stores, this one's $16.99. This was like $15, $16. But this one lasts longer. This gave me about a good 3 hours long. Projection, about a 6.5 hours longevity. So the performance is there. And again, try to look in the women's section, because this is Brian's father went to the store and found these at the found it at the women's section, and also that's what happened to me. So they're very notorious because they kind of look like, I don't know, it looks like a woman's bottle. I'm not sure, but just to double check, you're not always gonna find it in the men's section, and they're hard to come by. But if you find it, please get it. Really, it's totally worth it. $16.99. All right, another one that's very underrated. It's more of a older gentleman's, or somebody that's mature. I would classify this in like the polo green / Zaharoff per ohm category. Not like it's its own personality, own scent, but in that same class. That fresh, sexy, spicy, mature man, alpha male sexiness, and that's Animo by Salvatore Ferragamo. I got the box for this one. It's $16.99. It's a 60 ml, which it's well worth it. This is again a great. You can pull it off in the office. Very versatile, sexy, great with the ladies. Somebody smelled this. This is a girl that I had it on, and I had the bottle with me in Macy's. I was looking to get some samples so I can do some more videos on some other fragrances, or just to test out other fragrances before I buy them. And she was like, "Wow, this is great." She was like, "Oh, you smell like my uncle," and her uncle's a little bit older, but and I told her, is that a good thing? She's like, "Of course, absolutely. My uncle's a handsome looking guy," and since that, and then that just made me think of him, and blah blah blah, in a good way, not. So But yeah. So this one is, if you don't want to shell out $100 or something like that on something that's similar, animal, or go online, they're about the same price as I can recall. I think Brian told me, my friend, I think they're very cheap, around the same price that I got it for online. Okay, I mean in the rack stores. So that's that. All right, one I totally fell in love with, you guys, and this is out of this whole list or find that I these fragrances. This is my number one. I highly recommend you guys to find this fragrance. I believe it's a sexier Dylan Blue. I love my fresh go-to fragrance for the office or for anything Swiss Army knife is the Bulgaria Aqua Atlantique. But I think this is gonna beat it. But it can flip-flop for me. And that's the Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Estenziale Blue. You guys don't know how sexy this thing is. And if you go back, I think I'll try to find Ross's video on this fragrance. I think this is his number one fragrance from this house, or his number one fresh, spicy fragrance. But I'll leave his video in the description. You guys don't know how. I don't even know why people are not talking about this. And I got this for $16.99 again too as well. I remember I got $16.99 from Marshalls. You guys, it's a sexier Dylan Blue. Put it that way. With the performance, great 3 hours. About 7 hours, 8 hours longevity on this thing. If you spray 5 sprays, you are good the whole day on this thing. This thing lasts. And I was wearing this, and this girl, because I do rideshare, and I was, so I'm testing these things. This girl gets in, and she was like, "You gotta stop. You gotta stop. What do you want?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing this, blah blah blah." And she's like, "You gotta stop wearing fragrances." And it was like nighttime. I think she was there working at a bar. I thought she was gonna flip out. I offended her. She's like, "Because I might take you home with me." And she was like, "That is so sexy. What is that?" And honest to God, I swear, I wish I had record this shit, But anyway, definitely get this. This is a must-have, affordable fragrance. Forget Dylan Blue, okay? Get this, okay? Even if you can't afford Dior Sauvage, get this, okay? I mean, not Dior Sauvage, the Bleu de Chanel. This is, I believe, for me, better than Bleu de Chanel EDT, okay? So that's that. That's my 2 cents on this thing, okay? Last but not least, this is one that I've been trying to get, and I finally found it. They're in discounters. The only place they have it is Ross. Ross is finally getting some new stuff. It's Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 red version. Okay, you don't have to get Lamel anymore, you guys. This is a great alternative to Jean-Paul Gaultier Lamel. It lasts, and it has a little tobacco note in it. If you like powdery, if you like floral, if you like, this thing gave me a good, also 3 hours projection, 3 hours projection, and about 7 to 8 hours longevity, you guys. I got this for $14.99. Okay, I think it was an open box, but they usually go for $19. But it was like open. I think it was a returned one, so they gave me a break on it. So trying to look for those. So as long as the bottle is full, this is very sexy. It's just a Lamel with the performance and a little hint of tobacco. Okay, definitely find this. Okay, but anyway. Out of this whole list, my favorite is the Estenziale Blue Ferragamo. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and I will see you on the next. Thank you, everybody, and good night.